So let me get started. Let me start with introduction. So if you don't know who I am, hello, I am Arit. And I am one of the fitness creators here on TikTok. I am a brand new fitness creator. I haven't been doing this for up to 6 months yet. I think I'm just approaching 6 months. And I decided to go public with my journey. The biggest reason is representation. Yeah. Thank you for liking the live. The biggest reason is representation because of my age. I am 45 years old. Yeah. I am 45 years old. And after 2 decades of obesity, I finally managed to get healthy, going from here to here. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you so much for liking the live. Thank you. I was able to go from over 360 pounds to now right around 200 pounds. So this picture here, I'm about 200 pounds. Yeah. And over here, I am over 360. And thank you for liking the live. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And, yes. Hey, Mira Michelle, 43, lost 110, now 162. That is amazing. That is amazing. Congratulations to you, my love. Congratulations to you. That is amazing. If you see me looking this way, it's because I'm reading the comments. Yeah. Oh my God. Hey, Golden. Hey, Golden. Good to see you, my love. Yes. Congratulations to us. Yes, yes, yes. This is amazing. That's so great. Hey, Michelle, if you don't mind, can you also share your height? Because I think height it's very, for people to kind of know the context. Yeah. Because like 110 pounds gone on like someone who's like 5'10" is very different from like 5'2". Yes. So if you don't mind sharing your height, that would be amazing. But congratulations to you. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Yes. Go to 5'5". See, that's just 3 inches less than I am. Just 3 inches. 110. That is fantastic. And you are in your 40s. Wow. Fabulous 40s. That's amazing. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for joining my live. Thank you for being here. This live is all about empowerment in weight loss, empowerment in fitness. This is the unofficial term is Big Back Central. Okay. So this is the home of the big backs because once you're a big back, you're always a big back. Okay. Like Michelle has lost 110 pounds, meaning she was a big back. Okay. She was a big back, but guess what? Once a big back, always a big back. Why? Because the process of maintaining your results is lifelong. And so when you have that mentality, like, when you understand that you're not about to start acting brand new because you went from, in my case, size 24, 26 to 12, 14, that's amazing. And we celebrate that. But the real flex is maintenance. The real flex is still being here 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now. Yeah, that's the real flex. Yes. And so that's why I say once a big back, always a big back, because it's a mentality, right? It's a mentality that says, I recognize that I still have pathways. I still have neural pathways that can take me back here. Yeah, that's why I say that. That's why I say once a big back, always a big back. That's why when I call people big backs on my live, it's affection. It's welcome home. Yeah. So this is not like I'm better than you. No. When I say, ooh, you're a big back, that's saying welcome home. You know why? Because I am a big back. Michelle is a big back. Like that's the reality. And it's a reality that's liberating. Right? Yes. So congratulations to you, my love. That's amazing. Congratulations to you. Y'all are laughing at me, right? Yeah, it's true. Once a big back, always a big back. You will go to Alcoholics Anonymous, AA, right? And you have someone who's been sober 25 years. And when they introduce themselves, they say, hi, my name is Mark. I'm an alcoholic, right? Because there's a philosophy that they understand. Right? Like they understand that this is a lifelong thing. Yes, Golden. Yes, honey. You're a big back too. Welcome home. Welcome home. Yeah? Because they understand that this is a lifelong thing. And for the longest time, I think in my immaturity, I never understood that this is a lifelong thing. I never understood that. In my mind, I wanted to be fly as though I had never been fat, right? There's nothing wrong with wanting to be fly, but don't deny your reality. And that's what I used to do in my 20s and my 30s, right? I wanted to lose the weight so that I could act like I had never been big. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so when you're coming from that perspective of, oh, I'm trying to do this as though I've never been big, the problem is you're not in the mindset for maintenance, right? So let me give an example. I would have my college friends or like my college mates that had always been, regular weight, always been normal weight, quote unquote, right? And so they could pretty much do whatever. They could pretty much eat whatever. They could pretty much, they could just be however, right? And so I wanted that, but I wasn't like them. I was a big back, right? I could, consume entire cartons of cereal. Golden Grams were my favorite in college. They used to call me Gigi. You know that? In college, one of my nicknames was Gigi because I loved Golden Grams, right? And I would eat them dry. Yeah. And so now that I am on this side, I realize that a big part of my problem in my 20s and my 30s was thank you for liking the live. Thank you. Thank you so much. A big part of my problem in my 20s and 30s was I kept trying to act like I had never been big. That was a big part of my struggle to stay consistent. A big part of it. Yeah. And so it was when I hit 40. And please, if you are in your 20s and 30s watching this live, don't be like me. Okay. Can you please be better than Arit? Okay. In this one, please be better than me. Yeah. Because it took me 2 decades, 2 whole decades to understand that this is my reality. Okay. Like you're not like these other chicks and you need to accept that, like accept it without judgment. Yeah. And I think a lot of us go from one extreme to the other. We go from the extreme of, denial, like complete denial, like trying to act like, ain't nothing going on, right? That's one extreme. The other extreme is to be so self-judgmental and self-critical and like, oh, I'm never gonna be, I'm this, I'm that. And then you don't have any power whatsoever to make changes. Those are two unhealthy extremes. Yeah. The first unhealthy extreme is total denial, right? Acting like ain't nothing wrong. But your ankles and your hips and your lower back beg to differ. Your knees. Yeah. That's one extreme. The other extreme is being so critical. And that's the extreme that I actually have a lot of compassion for because social media will not let up. The internet in general will not let up, right? If you're looking for reasons to be all like down and depressed, like the internet will give you plenty. Yeah. And so that's the other extreme where you're so self-critical and you're so self-deprecating and you're so self-judging that like you just kind of give up and you're like, oh, okay, well, I guess this is going to be me. Yeah. So that's what we're talking about here on the live. This live is titled Consistency in Weight Loss. Yeah. And we're going to be talking about all the things. And if you want to be a guest, please request. I don't know what to request. Israel, please, could you tell us? Request something. There's something you can click on to request and you can come up and ask me questions. So this is not like a podcast live. No, this is like a Q&A. Okay. So if you're coming up, it's because you have specific questions. Yeah. Is because you have specific questions, because this is like an empowerment live. This is a live where I am advising people, answering questions. Like I want you to leave with something that can take you to your next level. Yeah. Thank you, Golden. Golden, I appreciate you, my love. Thank you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I appreciate you. Ever blessed. Oh, okay. PYT. I stopped taking, okay, you stopped taking the GLP. It was giving you more. Wow. PYT, if you don't mind sharing, you don't have to share because, you don't know any of us. But if you don't mind sharing, could you tell us what dose you were on, like the highest dose you were taking, and how long you were on it? I just kind of want to see something. Yeah? I want to see something. Thank you for being here and thank you for sharing that. Ever blessed, what did you do to get to this size? I will share. So I followed what I call my 3-pillar protocol. Okay. 3-pillar protocol. And this is what I did consistently for 15 months and counting because I still do this. Okay. First pillar, high protein. High protein. Yeah. Second pillar, heavy lifting, heavy strength training, heavy lifting. That's the second pillar. The third pillar, which came a little later. So I was doing the first 2 pillars for about 5 or 6 months. Yeah. And then I added the third pillar, which is fasting. Yeah. So those are the 3 pillars that I consistently applied to go from here to here, 360 plus to 200. Yeah. Awesome. Um, yeah, Golden says, I took mine away. Everyone is different. Yes. Thank you, Israel. Okay. PYT, you sent a request. We'll get you. Okay. We'll get you up. Sometimes we have a little trouble, but we'll get you up. Okay. Yes. T said, I am on Munjaro on the 7th week. That's amazing, T. How is it going? How is it going, T? And what are your goals? Where are you currently? What has been your highest weight? And then what is your goal? Congratulations to you. Hey, Lady Blue, how are you doing? Thank you for joining my live. What's up? I'm not hearing Lady Blue. Is it me? Are we having network issues? Let's see. Mira Michelle, awesome. Congratulations. I've been on it 13 months. Oh, awesome. Michelle, you're on the GLP-1 as well. That's good. Which one? And I know it's working because you are 110 pounds down. PYT, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. What's your question?
Hey, how are you? Can you hear
Doing
me?
good. Yes, I can hear you clearly. Yes.
So I took it for 2 weeks. I was on
Oh,
the Zepbound
okay.
2.5, but I have anxiety already and I have like a hormonal imbalance and I don't sleep good. But for me, it was making my anxiety worse.
Whoa.
Like
So,
where, yeah, like
mm-hmm,
where like I was sitting, like I took it Monday and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday it was really bad. I was really constipated and I already have like bloating issues. So like my anxiety was just like worse. My heart was like racing.
what,
And
what
yeah,
dose were you on?
the 2.5.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me ask you, how much weight reasonably? I know we all have like our ideal amount that we want to lose, but reasonably, how much are you trying to lose?
I'm trying to lose right now at least 60.
60. Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
this is what I will advise. Yeah. Work with your doctor. So keep working with your doctor, your medical professional, whoever you are working with the medication. I remember you said you stopped it, right?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
well, technically I'm supposed to take it tomorrow. But
Oh, got you.
I'm so afraid because like
Afraid. Okay. Okay.
I just don't want to suffer. You know what I mean? Going through
Yes.
that. I mean,
Yes.
I've done like plant-based diets, but the thing is that I don't stick to it because my
Right.
mindset has to be in the right place.
Right. Right. So
You know
I'm
what I
gonna
mean?
give you, I understand. Let me give you some practical. What's your training like? Do you do any strength training?
I don't. I've been
Okay.
very like not
Okay.
motivated. That's the problem. And you know
Okay.
what? The thing is that when you go through things like in life, sometimes
Yeah.
it can bring you down. And then it's like you have to like your mindset has to be in the right place to do
Yeah.
these things.
Yeah.
Because if you let things take over your mindset, you're not
Yeah.
gonna be in the right headspace to go
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah. Let me give you some practical, okay? So if you have a pen or something handy, let me just give you some practical, okay? I'm just going to go real
Okay.
practical. Yes. This is the first mindset shift I want you to make. Your body doesn't know anything unless you tell it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that is to help you because I understand. Let me tell you, when I made this transformation, so many things in my life were going to shit. A lot of people think that when you make this kind of transformation, it's because everything was smooth, everything was cooperating, everything was aligned. Okay, I'm here to tell you things were breaking down in my life while I made this transition because I understood something. Your body only knows what you tell it, right?
Right.
Yes. So if you tell your body, oh, this workout is not going to move the needle for you because I'm dealing with this shit over here, your body will
Mm-hmm.
believe that. Yeah. So it's not
Right.
about denial, it's about compartmentalizing. Yeah. And I think that word compartmentalizing gets a dirty rap, but it's actually very helpful when it comes to
Right.
getting, yes, it's
Right.
actually very helpful, you know? And so that's what I leveraged. I leveraged compartmentalization, right? And I would talk to my body and say, you see this shit happening right here? It's not going to affect us. We're
Right.
still going to go to the gym. Okay. You see this bullshit happening here? It's not going to make us eat dirty. We are still going to eat clean. You know, it's just like it sounds like gimmicky. It's not gimmicky. Like just talk to your body and say, you
Right.
see this bullshit over here? That has nothing to do with you, baby. That has nothing to do with you. I got you. And we're gonna go to the gym and we're gonna move this ass. Right?
Right.
And you're gonna get the benefits because this shit over here is not benefiting you anything, but I'm gonna put you in an environment where you can benefit. Your body, PYT, is gonna believe what you tell it. Yeah. So that's like a
Right.
mindset shift. Like, and let me just leave you with that because I don't want to overwhelm you. Another thing I also want to encourage you to do, and it's not by force, you know, it's your choice. Go ahead and join my consistency circle because these are the sort of mindset shifts and practical things that we talk about in the circle. Yeah.
Right.
So go ahead and join because I hear your spirit. I hear like even without the details, I hear where you are, right? You're dealing with like bitch ass people. You're dealing with like the outcomes of like former decision. Like I get it. No judgment. You can
Right.
make progress.
Right.
You
Like my
can make
body feels like it's like almost like in fight or
or
flight
flight,
mode.
right. Yeah, I
So like
understand. Yeah.
within this last 2 years, I've just been dealing with a lot like stress, you know what I mean?
Right, right,
Hormone
right,
imbalance. Listen, I'm
right.
40,
Yes.
so
Fabulous 40.
I haven't had a cycle since I was 36.
Okay.
So I'm dealing with like like long, like all this stuff piled on me. I think like the last 2 years, years before I lost 85 pounds of my own.
Okay. So
You know,
you
I
have
lost,
history. That's good.
yeah, but more, my mindset was like, I want it, I'm going to do it. I had that
Yeah.
mindset. I just think that maybe I'm going
Yeah.
through things that's
Right.
impacting my
Yeah.
stress and all these things. I
Can
toss and
I
turn every night. I don't sleep good.
can I tell you a secret? Your body remembers that success. You know that, right? Like it
I'm
doesn't
sure it
feel
does.
like it, but your body
Right.
remembers. Yes. If you've had that success before, your body remembers. Yeah.
Right.
So I think where you are right now is coming back to those mental shifts that will get you moving again. Yeah. And when I say
Right.
moving again, I don't mean moving again perfectly. What I mean is moving again tomorrow. Like today's Sunday, tomorrow is
Hmm.
Monday. Yeah. So it's like getting into a mindset shift that will allow you to do something for yourself, the tiniest step in the right direction tomorrow. We're not even talking about Tuesday yet. We're just talking about Monday. Yeah.
Right.
Right. So you have good things going for you. The fact that you've had success in this before, it means you're not like a newbie. And so your body, your blood cells, your nervous system, your digestive system, and most importantly, your brain has memory of that success. I know it doesn't feel like it in the moment, but your body
Right.
remembers. Yeah. So I
Right.
want to encourage you. to start trusting your body more. Yeah. Start trusting like the memory that your body has of what it is to release excess weight and trust it to do it again. Yeah.
Right. Like I even done like fasting too. Like I've done
Right. Right.
healthy foods. I've done
Right.
I
Hmm.
even done water fasting just to
Yeah.
clean my body out. I've done
Right.
like
Yeah.
herbs. I'm big on herbs and stuff, too.
Right. Yeah.
So
So
like
the
yeah.
Yeah. So what is now necessary? Because I'm the same way. I tried this, I've done that, I've done that. Okay. Now you need like a simple, realistic system that incorporates those elements in a way that you can do it now every day, every week, every month, right? That's the consistency that we're talking about. I would really like you to join my consistency circle. I want to get to the other people on the call.
Yeah, definitely.
But thank you so much. And you have success history in your body. And that's what makes me excited for you. Yeah, that's what makes me
Yes.
excited for you that you can reclaim that victory that you once had because it's already in you and you can
Right.
reclaim it. Yeah. So if you want to check the consistency circle out, that would be great. That's like, because these lives come and go, but the consistency circle it's something that's like a regular thing that I check and I
Hmm.
write, people ask questions and then I respond. So it's a more consistent way to come along with me than the lives. Yeah. The lives is like more for just like shits and giggles and discovery. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I want to thank you for having me up here.
you're
And
welcome.
I will definitely join the circle. And,
Absolutely.
God bless and thank you
Yes.
again.
Yes. Thank you for sharing your journey. I appreciate the
Yes,
transparency. Thank
no
you. Thank you, my
problem.
love. Okay.
All
Have a
right, take
perfect week.
care.
I'll see you in the
You
circle.
too.
Okay, my love. Bye
Okay.
bye. Mira Michelle, 110 pounds lighter. Congratulations to you. Thank you for coming up. What's up?
Hi, how are you? I was kind of a little bit speaking to the person that was there before. I don't know if she left
Oh,
already, but
okay. Go ahead.
just to tell her just also just regarding like I know she said that she had just started it, but also thinking about like because it's so soon and you're such on a low dosage that the medicine really doesn't start to work till like 6 to 8 weeks. And
Mm-hmm.
if it's related to any type of like anything that you're already on regarding your
Right.
mental health, you might want
Right.
to consult with both providers or make sure that that
Mm,
there's nothing inside of that that's conflicting
that's
with each
right.
other. But yeah, but overall, like um, I know she said that her eating wasn't consistent.
Okay.
Like you have to
She said
have
she's
consistency.
not,
Yeah,
yeah, she said she's not on anything. Yeah. So she said
yeah,
she's not on anything that could be causing what is it? The what is it called?
clash like a clash. Yeah.
Interactions. Yes, right. That's what she said. One thing is when it comes to like the medical, I try not to speak too much on the medical because I'm not a
Hmm.
medical professional. Yes. And
Right.
this isn't like a medical space. So I want people to be safe. Yes. And so that's why I'm not speaking too much on the medical and just encouraging people to keep working with their health practitioners. Yes.
Yeah.
But
That's
to
what I'm
your
saying. She
point,
definitely would have to speak to someone because it's so early
yes,
in
yes.
the
That's why when
process.
she
But
said
yeah.
2.5, I was like, yeah, that's the lowest. And so, but I'll tell you, Michelle, I think the narrative around these medications can create an expectation that they work for everyone. But the truth of the matter is they don't, like they don't. For
No, they
me,
don't.
yes,
It's known that it doesn't.
right. But
It's
see, it's no, but I don't think like the constant ads and like the content on TT and IG and everywhere, like I feel like I can understand people who start feeling a little broken or start feeling like something is wrong with them
hmm.
because they're not experiencing the same effects that they've been led to expect that they're going to experience. You know what I mean? And so,
Yeah.
so
No,
like
that's
after,
understandable. I mean, I think that's why you really have to look at everything that you do
right,
regarding
yes,
like your journey is you're mirroring off yourself, right? You're not mirroring
correct,
off the next person. And so
correct.
like one thing one thing that it's not is not a WL medication at all. So I got on it due to like just basically only because of my obstructive sleep apnea. That's why I got on.
Okay, okay. So
Not
that's
even recognizing all of this that's happening in the communities and all this and all that.
got
This is
it.
later on learning. So
Got it.
one thing I
Okay.
wasn't concerned with was WLs and all of that. Like that
Yes.
wasn't my primary
Your
focus.
primary got
Um
you. Okay.
my primary focus was internally my
Mm-hmm.
body, and like through that
Mm-hmm.
process I also before that had dealing with stuff in my breast and like tumors and stuff, and like they actually like went away after me being on this
Awesome.
for about 6 months. So
Awesome. That's
so
great.
like I look at like your overall health, right? It may not just been
Yes.
that. It could have been also me changing the way I was eating with that, like
Correct.
combination of
Yeah.
multiple things. So
Correct.
like I said, everything is based on your own
Yes.
journey
It really is a
of
journey.
what you're
It
looking to
really,
do.
yes, it
Yeah.
really is a journey. And like one of my, the passion that I have, behind the lives and behind the consistency circle is just empowering women to embrace the journey of it. That took a long time for me to understand. I was always looking for like the quick fix. I was always trying to get snatched by summer, snatched by summer, snatched by summer. And so once, September, October, November rolled around, I would just throw everything out the window like, oh, well, summer's gone. And then right around like
Hmm.
March, April, I would start getting all obsessed again. Oh, snatch my summer, snatch my summer. And so I never understood the journey aspect of it. Yes. And like you
Hmm.
rightly said, that journey, the things, the elements that make up the journey is going to be different from person to person.
Hmm.
Yes. And so even with my 3 pillars, so now I have a course, I have an ebook, but even with my 3 pillar protocol, the implementation of those pillars is going to look very different for different women. I have a number of clients now on the protocol. I have some clients strength training twice a week and seeing results. I have some clients strength training 4 times a week and seeing results, right? And so they're implementing the heavy training pillar, right? They're implementing the heavy lifting pillar, but in different ways. One client 2 days, another client 4 days. Yeah. So
Yeah.
a big part of that consistency is zeroing in on the combo that doesn't just move you forward, but you can stick with it. Because it's the sticking with it, right? That brings the success. Yeah.
Yes,
Awesome.
I agree.
Thank you, Michelle.
All right.
Thank you. I'm
Thank
so
you.
excited for you. Congratulations. I'm glad that, not just the weight loss, which is amazing, but I was really happy to hear about your boobies getting healthier and your
Yeah.
sleep getting better. Yes, that's the real
Yeah, that's the
benefit.
real. Yeah,
Yes,
I
that's the
agree.
real blessing. Yes, that
Yep.
health. Yes. So I'm
Yeah, and
so
thank you for
happy.
doing this because it's like bringing people together to understand like the mental side of things, of like
Yes,
connecting, like speaking like you said, one of the key things is whether you didn't have to say it, but it's like speaking over yourself, speaking
correct.
positively about your body to get
Right,
the positive
right.
results that you want.
Correct.
And
Yes.
you can literally we can heal ourselves like by our
Correct.
words, by our thoughts
Yes.
of
Correct.
what the
Mm-hmm.
way we want to feel every day. You tell
Mm-hmm.
yourself every day,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to wake up, I'm going to have a great day,
Mm-hmm.
my
Mm-hmm.
body is going to be this, and you speak
Mm-hmm.
those positive affirmations, either if you want to call them
Yes.
affirmation or thoughts, however you
Right.
want to.
Yes. Right. With so
Yeah.
many words, there's affirmations, declarations,
Yeah.
prophecies. Yes. It's different
Yeah.
ways to say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All
I
right,
want to
well, thank
thank
you
you,
for having me
Michelle.
up, and I hope
Thank
you
you,
have a great
darling.
day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for the support. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to go to Mrs. Kodzua, and then I'm going to take not a break, but I'm going to say a few things just to empower the people. And then I'll take the next round of guests. Hello, Mrs. Kodzua. How can I help you? Thank you for
Hi,
coming. Yes.
thank you. I just wanted to add a little bit to the lady that says she's taking the 2.5 and still
Mm-hmm.
getting like. I did. I took my first one. I took Ozempic. It gave
Mm-hmm.
me a lot of complication, not complications, but a
Yeah.
lot of side effect.
Mm.
Right, and I
Okay.
switched to different one,
Okay.
and I was okay. I didn't get any side effect with that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if this one is not working for you, you can switch to different one. Because I
Okay.
lost 100 pounds in like
Oh,
8 months
awesome.
with it. Yes,
Hey.
yes.
Amazing.
And
Congratulations to you.
thank you. And every medication has side effect. So
Mm-hmm.
far as it's going through your kidneys and your liver, everything has side effect.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot even guess the side of Tylenol, just common Tylenol. You cannot
Right,
guess
right.
the side effect. So if
True.
this one is not working for you, you can switch to different one. We have a
Right.
lot of brands
That's true.
around this time of
Yeah.
year, so you can switch to different. I cannot even tell you. I took it because I have diabetes. I cannot even tell you the
Mm,
kind of side effect that metformin gave me, and
got
this
you.
one did not give me anything.
That's
I
awesome.
was having like diarrhea throughout when I was taking metformin,
Oh my
but
gosh.
I switched. I was taking Ozempic. I
Right.
was always feeling sick, nausea, and
Mm,
but I switched to Monjaro. I
okay.
took as highest dose as 15 milligrams, and I still
Right.
did not feel anything.
Oh
But
wow.
2.5 Ozempic, I was tired all the time,
Yeah. Mm,
nauseous, like going to the bathroom all the time. So if you can switch to different brand if this one
right.
is not working for you.
Right. Right.
That's all that
Yeah.
I wanted to add.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your journey. Yeah. So when it comes to the medicine, we don't give medical advice. Yeah. But thank you for your suggestion. Yeah. So the suggestion there is work with your medical provider to explore other options that might work better for you. Yeah. So don't listen to any of us. Okay. Because we're not medical professionals. And even if we are medical professionals, we're not treating you, right? We're not working with you specifically. So work with your medical professional to explore alternatives that could be better for you. Yeah. That's the takeaway from that. And then just like Michelle had shared, let's look at the mental. Yeah. Let's look at the mental. Y'all have heard my journey with the GLP, right? In a nutshell, it didn't have the intended effect. And in hindsight, I'm happy that it didn't because it forced me to then embark on a journey that required me to change my mindset in hindsight, and this is just true for me. This is true for Arit. It's only Arit that this is true for. Okay. If that medication had worked for me in the sense of if it had had the intended effect that I was expecting, I probably would have figured out a way to get 3 prescriptions from 3 different doctors. Okay. Cause I'm cuckoo like that. Yeah. Like that's one of my toxic traits. Yeah. Is, something is working. I'm going to go overboard. Yeah. And so in hindsight, this is for me now. In hindsight, I'm grateful that I had an experience that forced me to say, you know what? This is going to need to be a lifestyle change. This is going to need to be a mental overhaul, right? And I finally got to the place where I was willing to change my life. All the years, my 20s and my 30s of trying to lose, I was trying to lose but not change anything. You know what I mean? I was trying to lose but keep using food as a coping mechanism. I was trying to lose, but keep using sugar as comfort. I was trying to lose, but not really trying to get up early to do nothing. I was trying to, right. So for 2 decades, my MO was I want to have my cake and I want to eat it too. Yeah. And so this time, going from here to here, it wasn't just about, oh, which workout did you do? Oh, which foods did you eat? Right? Those things were superficial. The real transformation happened in my brain. Yeah. For the first time in my life, I accepted that I couldn't have my cake and eat it too. Yeah. For the first time in my life, I recognized that this was going to be a journey and not a 3 month thing. And then I just go back to the way I lived. Yeah. Right. So that's a big part of why I do these lives is to meet y'all, to meet people, to get to know people. But then at the same time, let's really talk about what it takes. Yeah. Right now, we're in the GLP-1 craze. Yeah. And it's great. I love it. A lot of my clients, I have a particular client. She has an autoimmune condition, and her autoimmune condition caused so much inflammation. She couldn't work out. She couldn't train without having all this pain. And so being on the medication has lowered that inflammation to the point where she can now train. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for the support, my love. She can now train, and now she's seeing success. So she's working with her doctor on the medication side, but she's working with me on the training, nutrition, and fitness side. Yeah. And so I have love for the benefits that the GLP-1 is bringing to people. However, I'm waiting for 20 years from now. Yeah. Because in many ways, we're kind of all in this experiment. Yeah. Right. And so I balance it without being all, Debbie Downer. Yeah. On the real benefits of GLP for people. I balance it with the necessity of a mindset shift. Because the medication and whatever else people do, weight loss surgery as well. I have 2 friends who did weight loss surgery, right? So weight loss surgery is another thing. Yeah. These are tools. They're not miracles, right? They are tools. Yeah. And so when you recognize everything, heavy lifting is a tool, right? High protein, it's a tool. These are tools that we implement. There's no magic in any of it. Yeah. There's not really, it's not like, oh, you just sprinkle a little fairy dust and magic happen. No, these are tools that we implement. We integrate them together and we implement them consistently. And that's what gives the result and hopefully maintain the results. Yeah. My goal is not just to be here today. My goal is to be here in 10 years. My goal is to still be here in 20 years. Right? I'm 45 right now. My goal is to be 65, still looking snatched and strong. Yeah. Because that's the real flex. That's the real, because of social media, we think the flex is the before and after. No, baby. No. The real flex is being here 2 decades, 3 decades from now. Yeah. Michelle, my son lost 160 and managed to keep it off after 9 years. See, that's victory right there. Yeah, that's victory, like real victory. Because right now, a lot of what we're seeing on the FYP is before and afters, and which is great. I'm going to celebrate success wherever I see it. But 10 years from now, is it still going to be the case? Yeah. Hey, Flux Creative, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. What question do you have? Hello? Oh, lost them. Okay. All right. Let me see if I missed anything in the comments. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I see so much love. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Ever blessed how to join the circle? Go to circle.lwwa.link. The link is right there on the page, right down here. Just type it in Google. It'll come up. Yes. Let's see. Somebody said something about reacting to something in soda. Okay, Pierre. I gave in today and I drank half a soda and I feel terrible. Pierre. Okay. I don't know if Pierre is still here. I hope they are. Okay. So let's look at that. Okay. I'm going to change the language a little bit because over here with Arit, we speak empowerment over ourselves. Yeah. So I validate how you feel. This is not an invalidation of how you feel, but I'm going to restate it. Yeah. Okay. So instead of saying I gave in today, yeah, we're going to say it this way. I made a misaligned choice. Because I still want you to hold your agency. Yeah, I want you to maintain your sense of agency. When you say I gave in, that's like you were overcome. Yeah, like that's like you had no power, which is not true. It's not true. Yeah. So I'm reframing the way you said it. So you're still telling the truth, but you are not letting go of your power. Okay. So instead of I gave in today, we're going to say I made a misaligned choice and drank half a soda. And then you said I felt terrible. That's okay. I validate your feeling, but I'm going to restate it. Yeah. I didn't feel my best, but I learned it wasn't a good choice. Yeah. Because we are not giving up our power. Okay. The reason is because our bodies believe whatever we tell it. Yeah. This beautiful machine, this beautiful being called your body believes whatever you tell it. Yeah. So when you say, I gave in, you're telling your body you are powerless. This thing overcame you, just came out of nowhere and just overwhelmed, right? But when you say, and it's just an example, there's so many ways to say it, but it's just an example. When you say, I made a misaligned choice, just one choice, right? Like we ain't throwing the whole thing. No, I made one misaligned choice. And as a result of how I felt, I learned something from that choice so that I know to choose better next time. So that way of saying it maintains your power, it maintains your agency, and it doesn't send the signal to your body that you are powerless because your body will believe whatever you tell it. Yeah, your body doesn't know that, oh, this is a lie, this is the truth. To your body, everything is truth. Once you understand that, you will move different, you will speak different. Yeah. So I'm just giving you, Pierre, a suggestion for how to say what happened, because I don't want you to relinquish any part of your power or your agency. Yeah. Yeah. Good. And then there's no self-judgment. Half the soda is gone, whoop-de-doo. Next opportunity you have, drink water, drink tea. Yeah. Even if it sounds like, something in your body, reacted negatively to the soda. Good. So next time, it's not about, oh, do I have willpower? Am I super strong? No, it's about there are choices that will align with my body's health, with my body's sense of safety, with my body's sense of wellness. And I have the power to make those choices. Yeah, right. Okay, so no more giving in. The language is what I mean. Yeah, so we don't speak like that around here. Yeah, because we are creatures of agency and power.